Elephas maximus, also known as the Asian elephant, is the national symbol in Thailand. About 1.5 hours away from Chiang Mai's international airport lies a valley where many tourists flock to every year to catch a ride on an elephant or even watch elephants paint. The elephant is known to have a memory as good as a human. In these camps, they are trained to carry out stunts like painting and even playing instruments. Tourists pay large amounts to watch these gentle giants perform tasks that look fun and entertaining. But do they really know what goes on behind the training? Instruments with hooks, also known as ankus, are used by traditional mahouts when dealing with their elephants. As you can see, the elephant's back is covered with battle scars of domestication. They are often chained up and given little food, resulting in a weak and thin structure. It is never natural to see an elephant paint in the wild or even play with instruments. But with man's greed for money, anything is possible. Up the river, away from all the hustle and bustle of elephant cruelty, lies a sanctuary which is far more peaceful than any of the working camps, the Elephant Nature Park. This park is a project which was established in 1996. Its goal is to be a sanctuary and rescue center for abused elephants. Now, it is home to 33 different elephants, all with different characters. Lake Chilet, whose heart for animals stretches beyond the boundaries of the world, founded the Elephant Nature Park. The sanctuary provides elephants with a natural habitat. A river which flows from the mountains meanders across the large green pastures, acting as a retreat for many of the rescued elephants. There is even a clinic and feeding platform to provide the elephants with a carefree life. With all these amenities up and running, Lake decided to start up a unique volunteer program. This will cater for the conservation of the endangered species and provide a better understanding of the elephants in the Thai culture.
To start the volunteer program, we will select people from anywhere around the world when they apply for the job. And we will first interview in the website via the internet. We will check about the animal experience, and we don't need the people who have a knowledge about animal, but we need the people who come and spend time here, really willing to come and to help, to work, and also the people who care for the animals.
Most people are stuck when it comes to deciding on the sort of holiday they would want. In a park, you can choose to come here as a visitor or as a volunteer. The volunteer program here is what one would call a working holiday. It is open to volunteers willing to do light chores on a weekly, fortnightly, or monthly basis. Work begins at 8 AM and normally ends at 5 PM. A sumptuous buffet lunch and dinner is provided. However, it is not all work and no play. Volunteers have tons of free time to interact with the elephants or take in the natural habitat. They can also try out the traditional Thai massage or learn more about the culture and its people. With a volunteer program in place, Lake gets a wide variety of tourists visiting her park every year. From humble beginnings, she is now at the forefront of efforts in Asia against the cruelty of Asian elephants. Volunteers flock to the Elephant Nature Park yearly to embark on chores and be educated about these elephants. This morning, the volunteers are carrying out chores like peeling corn to tree planting. Leading them are volunteer coordinators who partake in the same chores and work closely with them. They see to the needs of the volunteers and share their experiences with them. Mammoth is one of the volunteer coordinators working at the park. He has been working here for a year, bringing new volunteers in every week to share the same experiences he has. A former monk, his love for the elephants and nature draws him to work every day. Volunteers are also a key essence of his commitment to do this project. But what do these volunteers actually do?
Yeah, we have a project for volunteers all around the world. They come here to help the elephants to bathe them, feed them, and do some morning shows and find some corn or food for the elephants.
Rearing elephants is not an easy task. This is the underlying principle behind the volunteer program. It teaches volunteers that these gentle giants require more love and care than what many people perceive them to need. Though there is a lot of hard work, being a volunteer here is really worthwhile as it gives something back to nature. Shakira is a volunteer who has returned for the second time to the park. Her love for elephants has developed to such an extent that she just wants to give them all she's got.
Everything you do is for the elephants or for the park. I mean, things like picking up litter is really important. You know, you don't want tourists coming to the park and seeing litter all over the place that sadly people, like kids and stuff, end up dropping, or that come out of bins from the wind and stuff. So yeah, I mean, general tidy up I think is really important, and things like looking after the cows and stuff. Again, it's general sort of animal management. So whether you apply it to elephants or you apply it to cows or buffalo, it's still animal care.
Just like Shakira, many of the volunteers come here eager to learn and make a difference to the park. When they come to the end of their stay, they are always reluctant to leave and some don't. Antoinette Vendi Walker started volunteering at the Elephant Nature Park 6 years ago. She later set up the Bring an Elephant Home Foundation. With the same vision and mission as Lake, Antoinette occasionally visits the park to lend a helping hand to Lake's project.
I just thought this project was really cool because the elephants were rescued and they could roam around free, and I was very inspired by their story. And when I met elephants the first time, that really affected me emotionally too. Like, the first elephant was an elephant in Bangkok that was street begging. I was coming out of a bar and there was a baby elephant standing in between all these drunk people, a lot of traffic. I was very shocked by seeing this, and later on I was working in the Elephant Nature Park, and I learned how special elephants are, how social they are, how they form family groups, how they take care of their babies. They're very emotional and they're really like human, and the more I learned about elephants and the more I learned that they are disappearing in Thailand, I just felt very strongly like I want to do things to help Thai elephants.
Many like Antoinette are impressed by just how intelligent these gentle giants are. Aura is the best example. She is young and always very curious when it comes to socializing with other elephants and humans. It is never a rare moment to see how elephants share love with each other, and how their love and sociality brings both elephant and man as one. Antoinette is not the only one affected by the elephant's ability to socialize and love. Another volunteer, Michelle, was also touched by these gentle giants. She came here 6 years ago and later decided that saving the Asian elephants was a calling.
I had no understanding about the problems of the Asian elephant, what was happening in Thailand. I knew that the Asian elephant's numbers were depleting, but I didn't realise the seriousness or the training. So I actually came here initially as a volunteer about 6 years ago, and was lucky enough to be asked to stay on to help out. Being here and helping Lek with the project, raising awareness, educating people, I think it's a really rewarding thing to do.
Michelle's job now at the Elephant Nature Park allows her to get up close and personal with these gentle giants. She sees to their medical needs and takes tourists on morning walks to educate them about the elephants and the cruelty that goes on behind their training. Back at the working camps, these docile elephants suffer the wrath of man's demonic actions towards them. They are often cruelly abused with hooks, chains, and other forms of weapons. To people like Antoinette and Michelle, that kind of brutality is downright intolerable.
The more I